So, I asked ChatGPT to rewrite Stranger Things, but in full Indian style. Indian characters, Indian names, Indian places, everything. This is supposed to be the Indian version of the Upside Down. Relax, guys. If newspapers can be written by ChatGPT, then why not the world's best show? What you're about to watch is the Indian Stranger Things, exactly the way the AI wrote it. In 1987, the small Indian hill town of Devnagar lived under constant rain, mist, and power cuts. Every night, at exactly 8:13, the town's electricity flickered, and then, complete blackout. To most people, this was nothing new. To a few, it felt like a warning. That winter, a boy named Kabir disappeared during one of those blackouts, taken by something not from this world. This was the beginning of a story Devnagar would never forget. One evening, Kabir's mother sent him to the nearby market to buy a few vegetables. On his way back, as he pedaled along the quiet hillside road, the streetlights began to flicker. The night turned unnaturally silent, too still, too dark. In the middle of the road, he saw something no human should ever see, a creature from another realm, born from darkness. They called it Kaal-Vorn. Kabir vanished into the night. His cycle was found on the road that night, but he was gone. Above Devnagar stood a massive hydroelectric dam. Below it, hidden behind concrete doors, was Project Trishul, a government lab shut down years ago. In those rooms, scientists once experimented on children with psychic abilities. They tried to open a window into another dimension. They succeeded. They tore a hole into Ulta Lok, a reverse world filled with fog, vines, and living shadows. And through the breach, Kaal-Vorn crossed into Devnagar. The lab was closed. The truth was buried, but the door they opened never truly closed. Kabir's friends refused to give up hope. Arjun, the quiet thinker. Rafi, the boy who repaired radios and antennas. Chintu, stubborn, sharp, endlessly brave. They searched the forests, the broken railway tunnel, and the edges of the dam, believing Kabir was alive. And they were right. Far from town, running barefoot through rain and mud, a girl in a torn white kurta appeared. Weak, trembling, terrified. On her wrist was a tattoo, Gyara, 11 in Hindi. Her memory was broken, but the fear inside her was whole. The boys found her, confused and silent. They took her home, hid her on Arjun's rooftop storeroom so that their family member can't find her. But soon the boys learned that the government officials are searching for her, trying to take her back to the place she escaped from. They found out she had escaped from Project Trishul. So the boys tried to protect her. And it didn't take long for them to realize Giara wasn't an ordinary girl. She had abilities they couldn't understand. And yet, whenever they sneaked her out of the house, the one thing she loved more than anything was pani puri. For a girl who escaped from a secret lab, her favorite thing in the entire world was that roadside pani puri, but she might be the only one. Who knows where Kabir is? 3 months passed. The rest of the town slowly moved on from Kabir's disappearance, but his mother, Jaya, refused to believe Kabir was gone. She kept a small string of Diwali lights hanging on the wall because Kabir loved them during festivals. That's why she never took them down. One evening, as usually right at 8:13, the power cut happened just like it always did. But this time, something felt different. In the quiet darkness of Jaya's home, the old Diwali lights she never took down began to flicker. Not randomly, but in strange, repeating patterns, as if someone, somewhere, was trying to communicate through the flashing lights. It was Kabir who was trying to communicate from Ulta Lok. Jaya sensed it. She knew it was Kabir. So she ran to the police station and told everything to the local police. But no one believed her. Inspector Harjeet Singh was looking into Kabir's case when something unusual caught his eye near the Devnagar Dam. An abandoned building suddenly had government cars outside and a line of private security guarding the sealed entrance. For a place shut down years ago, it didn't add up. Harjeet trusted his instincts. He waited till everyone left. Then quietly approached the old concrete door. Inside the forgotten corridors, he felt as if the place had been frozen in the middle of old experiments. Everything left exactly where it had fallen. Broken equipment, scattered files, and a cracked wall glowing faintly. Harjeet couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. None of it matched any normal case. For the first time, he began to wonder, Kabir might not have been taken by any human. It might have been something, not from this world. As the boys grew closer to the truth, Kaal-Vorn began hunting. It attacked animals, then people, moving silently through blackouts, using shadows as pathways. With each passing day, Ulta Lok bled further into Devnagar. The fog became thicker, the lights weaker, the nights longer. And the creature was growing stronger. Gyara revealed that her powers could connect to Ulta Lok. Inspector Harjeet and the boys placed her in a water tank lined with salt to amplify her senses, just like a sensory tank in the lab. Inside the darkness of her mind, she finally saw Kabir alive but trapped in Ulta Lok, hiding from Kaal-Vorn in a hollow tree. Gyara had to bring them to him. Harjeet forced open the sealed gates of the lab, inside the abandoned dam building. Deep inside, behind layers of ruined machinery, they found the breach, a glowing red and blue crack in the wall. This was the gate. Harjeet stepped through first. The world changed instantly. The air became thick. The ground pulsed. The sky echoed distant screams. He had entered Ulta Lok. The boys stayed behind, praying that Kabir was still alive. They found Kabir, weak, frightened, but breathing. But Kaal-Vorn found them too. Panic broke out instantly. Some officers managed to escape back through the breach, but a few never made it. Harjeet staggered out of Ulta Lok, terrified and injured. The boys and Harjeet tried to run out of the dam back toward Devnagar, but Kaal-Vorn was faster. The lights burst. Shadows twisted like living ropes. It cornered them near the old village hospital, closing in for the final strike. And just when it was about to reach them, Giara stepped forward, shaking with fear, but filled with a strength she never knew she had. She used all her power, then destroyed Kaal-Vorn in a burst of blinding white light. When the light faded, she was gone. Kabir returned home, and Devnagar tried to return to normal. People repaired what they could. And the boys, they tried to forget, but they couldn't. Not after everything Gyara had done for them. So every few days, quietly, they left a small bowl of pani puri, her favorite food, on a stone deep inside the forest, hoping that she was still out there somewhere. And later, alone in the quiet of his bathroom, Kabir leaned over the sink and coughed. Something small, some creature from Ulta Lok, slipped out of him and dropped into the basin. He stared at it, terrified, a reminder that he hadn't returned alone. The door between worlds was not fully closed. And that is what the AI wrote. Yeah, I know, it missed a lot. As a fan of the show, it honestly felt like trash. So many key moments just vanished. But here's the thing, I'm writing an original story, a story written by a human. And that's what this channel is about. So if you want to watch an original story, the one I'm building from scratch, hit that subscribe button so that you'll know the moment the first episode drops. Until then, be curious.